Buenos días o buenas tardes. This is Spanish 2 for Excelsior Charter Schools, Unit 3, Week 3. This is the final video, the final class session for Excelsior Spanish 2 for Unit 3 before the test. Your test for Unit 3 for subjects is available today, and for Spanish 2, we're going to talk about how to get your test grade as well. But first, quick Duolingo reminder, make sure you complete the verbs in the past tense. You need to complete that skill, and there's a few lessons involved with that. Make sure your progress is shared with me. You can email me to make sure, or you can check your score in Canvas for Duolingo. If you see a 0 there, that means that you have not shared your progress with me. I'm unaware of your progress, or simply you just didn't tell me that you have your Duolingo set up now and your sharing set up. So please make sure you contact me. You can let me know that I need to fix that grade, and I will be happy to go and check and update your grade, and it could also make a difference for you for Unit 1 and 2 even. So make sure you're all set with those things. It's a very important part of the course. With the Unit 3 review, make sure you complete that in Canvas. Your weekly quizzes and this unit review will count for your test grade in Omega. I will put the grade in that I get from Canvas, and Canvas will take this Unit 3 review and add it to your grade, plus anything for the quizzes, for the 3 quizzes. Those also they also contribute to your test grade in Omega. And that's 60% of your grade, so quite a bit goes into that. The deadline for Unit 3 review will be the same for the rest of the unit, which will be December 3rd, 2017, 11:59 p.m. You always have until the Sunday after the unit ends to complete your work. Other than a dire emergency, some kind of catastrophic situation, I won't grant any extensions, no extensions for Unit 3 or the Unit 3 review. This is because you have a lot of time. And if you really have a dire emergency, you should have let me know that already. As soon as you have a problem, make sure you let me know. You need to communicate with your facilitator and all your teachers and make sure that they understand that there is a large emergency, that there is something that's very difficult for you. It's your responsibility to make sure that you communicate that. I'm not going to allow extensions for Unit 3. I haven't had anybody communicate with me about any kind of huge emergency, so I'm assuming everything's fine with what you can do, that you just need to log in. If you don't complete the Unit 3 review and Unit 3 quizzes for each week, you'll receive a score of 0. And that's going to be really bad for your grade, because those are the only things going into that test grade. So you're missing out. You're going to be losing all those points. And remember, the Canvas, when you look at your Canvas grades, it's going to show you everything that it doesn't take into account what you have not completed yet for Unit 3. So it's going to look inflated if you have not done your work. Any other Unit 3 work that you do not do will get a grade of 0 after December 3rd, and that grade will significantly drop if you have a lot of work that's not done. Okay, now for a little review of Unit 3. First of all, you have the forms of ir, to go. Okay, the forms of ir and ser in the present tense, in the preterite, simple past tense. Okay, now what are these forms? The forms of ir and ser are like this. The yo form is fui, fui. The tu form is fuiste, fuiste. Let me get, there we go. The usted, el, ella form is fue, fue. So fui is I was or I went, fuiste, you went. For example, ¿a dónde fuiste? Where did you go? And fue is he went, she went, or you went, if you're talking in the formal. Usted fue. Nosotros is fuimos. Fuimos. And the last one is fueron. Fueron. Those are your past tense, your preterite tense in that verb. But remember, it's actually identical for ir and ser. It's the same thing. Interestingly enough, it's the same exact forms. So what you need is the context. If it is followed by a, you know that it definitely means went. You know, yo fui al parque. Right? I went to the park, because yo fui meaning I was would not make sense with that context. Okay, so make sure you're aware of that. It's a very unique preterite tense in Spanish. It's probably the only verb that significantly changes, completely changes for the past tense. I don't think any verb changes quite that drastically in this tense. Okay, places and activities. Make sure you understand what activities go with what places. El correo, sellos, for example, stamps, it would be matched with correo. Or enviar, right, to send. Biblioteca, right, the library. What do you do in a library? You check out books, right? Sacar un libro, devolver un libro. You know, you check out a book, you return it. Consultorio is a doctor's office. Consultorio, cita con el médico, right? Doctor's appointment. Una examinación, right? Some kind of examination. So be familiar with the things, the activities that you do at these different places, and review those in your Canvas course. Play. What are things associated with play? La pelota, right? Ball, los patines, skates, those kind of things that kids tend to play with. Irregular preterites. Okay, the irregular preterites are they follow. They don't follow the normal past as last rule, and it's important to understand what the root, what the stem of the verb is. So with querer, for example, to want, the preterite stem would be quis, and the yo form would be quise, and then quisiste, and you can see that it follows very close there. Quisiste. Quiso would be the third person singular form. So quise, quisiste, quiso, quisimos, quisieron. That would be the next one. Quisieron. Yo quise, usted, él, ella quiso, nosotros quisimos, ellos, ellas quisieron, ustedes quisieron. All right, so follows the same patterns of any other verb as well, as far as which forms are the same. Ellos, ellas, ustedes is always the same, and él, ella, usted is always the same. Okay, next one is poder, and it will follow this same pattern here, but of course you have a change in the stem. So it becomes pude, and then you go on, it's just the same endings. Pude, pudiste, pudo, pudimos, pudieron. All right? Poner becomes puse, pusiste, puso, pusimos, pusieron. All right, so they all have the same endings there. You just have to remember the stem there. Pude versus puse versus quise. Estar and tener are actually closely related. What it really looks like is the past of estar is just like tener with the es added on to the beginning. So let's look at tener first. Tener, you would get tuve. Right? It's like you go into the tube. Tuve, tuviste, tuvo, tuvimos, tuvieron. And the estar past, you just put an es at the beginning. Estuve, estuviste, estuvo, estuvieron, estuvimos. It's the same thing. It's just an es at the beginning, and it's estar means was, right? It's a past tense of estar. Okay, venir is a little bit weird. Venir, and let me just erase some of this for you. Venir is bine. Bine. That means I came. Bine, vino. The to form would be viniste. Nosotros vinimos. Vinimos, not venimos, by the way, but vinimos. And ustedes, ellos, ellas, vinieron. So again, if you just take the endings, you're going to get the same thing. Vine, viniste, vino, vinimos, vinieron. You're going to get the same thing. So it's a VIN. Decir becomes dije. Dije in Spanish. Dije. Dijiste, dijo, dijimos, dijeron, dijeron. Now this one is the only one that doesn't have the IE in it because of that J there. So the ustedes, ellos, ellas form is actually dijeron and not dijeron. It's just dijeron. Although a lot of Spanish speakers mess that up too. Okay, another area is liquidaciones and compras, sales and making purchases. So make sure you are aware of your vocabulary, talking about sales. La ganga, una ganga is a bargain. Precio is price. Precios bajos, low prices. Precio alto, high price, etc. And also being able to use comprar in the preterite, of course. Que compraste? What did you buy? You can be able to talk about purchases. Another thing is the demonstratives. Okay, it's an expanded demonstratives from last year. Last year you probably had este and esta, estos and estas, and ese, esa, and so on. So this one and that one. There's a third one that we add this unit. And aquel, aquella, aquellos, aquellas, they all mean the same thing. They're just masculine, feminine, singular, and plural, and that's why there's 4 of them. They are for that one over there. So este, esta, estos, and estas are this one right here, are these right here, right? It's this or these. Ese, esa, esos, and esas means that one over there or those over there. All right, so remember there's 4 because they're masculine, feminine, singular, and plural. And then aquel, aquella, aquellos, and aquellas means those way over there that are far from the person you're talking to as well. So este or estos, esta, estas means this or these, so they're close to me and the speaker. Ese, esa, esos, and esas means that over there that's close to you, in my perspective. But aquel it's far from both of us. So that's the difference with those. So aquel is the furthest away. Que hora es, being able to tell time, do a little review of telling time. Que hora es? Son las 7, son las 6. Es la una, remember 1 o'clock is es la una. And also don't forget your half hour, quarter hour, right? Media. So es la una media is 1:30. Son las 10:15. It's 10:15. It's a quarter past. So make sure that you're familiar with those. And that is it for your Unit 3, make sure you review your Quizlet sets, review your vocabulary, review the Michelle Thomas lessons, and email me with questions. You can talk amongst yourselves. You can even use the Café Estudiantil to speak with your fellow students and get help that way as well. So any way that can help you is available to you. As always, make sure you immediately let me know if you have any problems and issues. Please do not wait until the last minute to get your work done for Unit 3. That could cause a problem because it's due. Your cutoff date is Sunday, December 3rd, but I'm not working Saturday, Sunday. Right? Those are not my work hours. So that means I will not see your message potentially until Monday. It just depends on how busy things get. I might be able to respond to you and look at your work, but and help you solve a problem, but I might not be able to. And there could be things that are limiting, such as trying to get a login fixed. And if that's a problem, well, I can't help with your login with an iPad or a computer. So it helps you if you can do this a little early, and if you can get everything done by the time you got Thanksgiving break, then all the better. You can relax and have a nice time. Okay, as always, please email me if you have any questions. During the break, I will probably be looking at email a couple times, so I may not get back to you right away, but I will certainly be able to assist you if you need anything, but you might need to wait a little while. Ok, muchas gracias. Nos vemos. Tengan un feliz Día de Acción de Gracias. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Y nos vemos el 28. I will see you on the 28th. November, Tuesday, 28th of November, we will resume our live sessions. Muchas gracias.